Hey there, Zen Mind family. If you're a July Leo or someone who loves astrology, buckle up, because June is about to hit you like a cosmic crossroads. Imagine this, a month where you either rise like a king, confident, radiant, unstoppable, or fall like a fool, overwhelmed by pride, impulsiveness, and missed chances. Which path will you walk? That's the million-dollar question, and today, I'm diving deep into the celestial forces behind this dramatic choice. Leo, ruled by the sun, is the zodiac's natural leader, full of fiery passion and unstoppable ambition. But here's the thing, that same fire can either warm your soul or burn everything around you if you're not careful. This June, the stars are throwing powerful energies your way, challenging you to master your ego, step into true self-awareness, and rise with wisdom rather than stumble because of unchecked pride. In this video, I'll break down exactly what's going on in your cosmic sky, share real psychological insights about pride and vulnerability, and give you practical tools to navigate this pivotal month with grace and power. So, if you want to turn June into a transformational chapter of your life and truly own your throne, make sure you watch till the end. And hey, if you're new here, welcome. Zen Mind Peaceful Life is your go-to space for astrology, mindfulness, and deep self-growth. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a cosmic update designed to help you live peacefully and powerfully. Now, let's dive in. When June rolls in, something almost electric happens for July Leos. It's as if the universe puts a spotlight directly on you, challenging you to step into the fullest version of your power, or to face the consequences of letting your pride run wild. This month isn't just any ordinary stretch of days, it's a turning point where your natural royal energy is amplified, but so is the risk of burning out or making costly mistakes. Think of it as a celestial invitation, one you can't afford to ignore. Leo, after all, is the zodiac's crowned king or queen. You were born with a flair for the dramatic, a heart that thrives on admiration, and a spirit that demands to be seen. There's a magnetic pull about you, a radiant energy that draws people in like moths to flame. But like fire, that energy can both warm and scorch. The challenge this June lies in how you wield that flame. Will you rise, dignified and strong, leading with a calm, steady confidence? Or will you stumble, blinded by ego and impulsiveness, risking the respect and opportunities you've worked hard to earn? If you look closely at the sky this month, the planets are having a conversation about power, pride, and self-awareness. The sun, your ruling planet, moves through key phases that boost your charisma and vitality. Mars, the fiery planet of action, adds intensity and urgency to your decisions, pushing you to act fast, but not always wisely. These cosmic forces don't just affect you, they amplify what's already inside you, the good and the challenging. There's a psychological dimension to this too. Pride is a complex beast. On one hand, it's a source of strength and self-esteem, on the other, unchecked pride can spiral into arrogance and stubbornness. It's that thin line between confidence and hubris that many Leos walk, especially under pressure. And June? It's that pressure cooker moment, asking you to grow emotionally while still shining bright. Take the story of a well-known Leo celebrity. Someone whose career skyrocketed because they embraced their boldness but also faced public setbacks when that same confidence turned to arrogance. Their journey shows us how the key isn't just to shine, but to balance that shine with humility and emotional intelligence. It's a lesson in leadership, really, whether you're leading a business, a team, or simply yourself. So what does rising like a king really look like in everyday life? It's more than just external success or applause. It's about stepping fully into your purpose with a grounded sense of self. That means recognizing your worth without needing constant validation, being open to feedback without taking it as a personal attack, and choosing your battles wisely instead of reacting impulsively. When you master this, people don't just see your power, they feel it. One way to cultivate this kind of mindful leadership is to develop daily rituals that keep you connected to your center. Something as simple as a morning meditation or journaling practice can make a huge difference. When you start your day by grounding yourself, setting clear intentions, and reflecting on your emotional state, you're less likely to get swept away by ego-driven reactions. Instead, you move through challenges with grace, like a true monarch who knows when to speak and when to listen. But what about the flip side? Falling like a fool isn't just a dramatic phrase. It's a real risk when pride blinds your judgment. This might look like pushing ahead with plans despite red flags, dismissing advice from trusted friends or mentors, or letting frustration turn into anger that damages relationships. Psychologically, this happens when the ego takes over and the inner voice of self-awareness gets drowned out. It's like trying to rule a kingdom while wearing a blindfold. Recognizing the early signs of this downward spiral is crucial. If you find yourself becoming defensive, unwilling to admit mistakes, or making decisions based purely on emotion rather than reason, it's time to pause and recalibrate. Mindfulness practices can help here too, especially those that encourage you to observe your thoughts and feelings without immediate reaction. Even taking a simple walk outdoors to clear your mind can create enough space for insight to return. There's also something deeply empowering about learning to say no this month. Not every opportunity is a good one, and for Leos eager to prove themselves, the temptation to say yes to everything can lead to burnout or mistakes. Understanding your limits isn't a weakness. It's a sign of maturity and self-respect. When you protect your energy, you position yourself to rise stronger, not scatter your fire in too many directions. If you think about your personal relationships during June, the stakes are equally high. Leo's fiery passion can light up love and friendship with warmth and excitement, but when the flame gets too hot, it can scorch those closest to you. This is a time to practice patience and empathy, even when your impulse is to dominate or control. Remember, true leadership in relationships is about inspiring, not overpowering. All of this comes down to a simple but powerful truth: the way you manage your inner fire shapes your external reality. Your choices this June aren't just about what you achieve. They're about who you become in the process. And that's the heart of self-growth. Now, as we keep exploring this cosmic journey, stay with me because there's more to uncover about how your ruling planet, the Sun, intensifies your energy, and why understanding this can unlock your fullest potential. You'll also want to hear about some surprising ways to turn what feels like pressure into your greatest fuel. June isn't just a month on the calendar for July Leos, it's a moment to rise or risk falling. And the good news? The power to choose is already inside you. The Sun continues its powerful journey through the sky this June, bathing July Leos in a light that is both illuminating and demanding. This radiant glow is not just a simple boost of energy, it's a call to rise in your full glory, to step up and claim your space in the world with confidence. But with this brightness comes an important lesson: the way you wield your power can either open doors or set off alarms. The Sun, your ruling planet, governs more than your ego. It shapes your vitality, creativity, and sense of self-worth. When the Sun aligns with your inner purpose, you feel unstoppable, as if every step forward is supported by the cosmos itself. However, the Sun's energy also warns of burnout. There's a fine line between shining bright and burning out, and many Leos find themselves teetering on this edge. Imagine an entrepreneur Leo, passionate and driven, who pours every ounce of energy into their vision. At first, the momentum feels incredible. They attract followers, customers, and accolades. But without pauses to recharge, the fire that fuels their passion risks becoming a destructive blaze, leaving them exhausted and disconnected. This pattern is all too common in Leos who don't balance ambition with self-care. So how do you navigate this intense solar energy? One of the most powerful ways is to listen deeply to your body and mind. Instead of pushing through fatigue or stress with sheer willpower, take moments throughout your day to check in with yourself. A simple breath exercise or a short mindfulness break can reset your energy and prevent the slow burnout that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. This isn't about slowing down your fire, it's about learning how to keep the flame alive without it consuming you. Mars, the planet of action and aggression, adds another layer of intensity to your June. Its influence charges your impulses with urgency, making you want to act fast, sometimes without full consideration of consequences. For Leos, this can feel like a call to arms, whether it's pursuing a new project, defending your ideas, or standing up in relationships. But Mars energy, while powerful, can be reckless. The key is channeling this drive into focused, deliberate action rather than impulsive bursts that might lead to conflict or setbacks. Consider the story of a Leo manager who recently found themselves caught in a Mars-driven storm at work. Frustrated by delays and opposing opinions, they fired off harsh emails and made snap decisions that alienated their team. The fallout was swift, projects stalled, trust eroded. But through reflection and willingness to apologize, they turned the situation around, learning that Mars fire needs a tempered hand to truly serve leadership. For you, June offers the same lesson. Before charging ahead, take a breath, assess your motives, and ask yourself if your actions reflect the leader you want to be. This Mars energy also has a deep psychological aspect. It taps into primal instincts, fight or flight, but for Leos, whose essence is about pride and dignity, the impulse is often fight. Recognizing when this impulse is truly necessary versus when it's just ego reacting to perceived threats, can save you from unnecessary battles. Emotional awareness and mindfulness practices are essential tools. Even pausing to journal about what's really triggering your frustration can reveal underlying fears or insecurities that Mars energy tends to amplify. Love and relationships, always a fiery arena for Leos, heat up significantly in June. Your natural charisma and passion can ignite beautiful connections, making you irresistible to potential partners and friends. But when the planetary climate turns intense, so can misunderstandings and conflicts. The same energy that makes you a bold lover can also make you prone to jealousy, possessiveness, or prideful refusals to admit mistakes. Imagine a Leo couple navigating June's energy. One partner's impulsive words during a Mars transit spark a heated argument that neither expected. Instead of cooling down, pride takes hold, and the disagreement escalates. However, when one partner steps back, practices empathy, and openly shares vulnerability, the conflict becomes a catalyst for deeper understanding and growth. This scenario highlights a vital truth: Leo's strength lies not just in their roar, but in their ability to listen and soften. Practically, this means creating space for honest communication in your relationships, especially when emotions run high. It can be as simple as agreeing on a pause rule during arguments or setting aside time for heartfelt conversations away from daily distractions. Remember, vulnerability isn't weakness, it's the courage to be seen fully, which only enhances Leo's magnetic appeal. Your fiery Leo nature is about more than just external actions. It's about the energy that fuels your soul. June challenges you to understand and respect this inner fire. Your passion is a powerful force that can drive creativity, inspire others, and manifest dreams. But when unbalanced, it can lead to volatility and emotional exhaustion. Learning to manage this energy is a vital form of self-care. One practical way to do this is through grounding practices that reconnect you to the earth and your body. Yoga, walking barefoot on grass, or even simple stretching exercises can help channel your fire in healthy ways. These practices remind you that your power is not just in outward expression, but in quiet presence and balance. For Leos accustomed to leading from the front, this might feel unfamiliar at first, but it's exactly what keeps your flame sustainable. Spiritually, June offers a chance for profound growth. The intense cosmic pressure invites you to shed old patterns of pride and defensiveness and embrace humility and self-compassion. This is where true wisdom lies, knowing when to lead boldly and when to listen deeply. Your soul's journey isn't just about external achievement, it's about evolving into a wiser, more radiant version of yourself. The next part of your journey will reveal how specific transits of Mars and Venus influence your passion and relationships even further, and why these planetary dances hold the key to mastering June's challenges. Stay with me because the deeper you understand these energies, the more you can transform June from a test into a triumph. This is not just astrology, it's a roadmap for your inner leadership and self-mastery. The cosmos is speaking, and July Leos, the time to listen and rise is now. The dance of the cosmos continues to shape July Leo's path in June, weaving a complex tapestry of challenges and opportunities that reach deep into your personal and financial life. This is a month where boldness can lead to breakthroughs, but it can also tempt you into risky gambles that might derail your progress. The energy swirling around your finances is vibrant and charged, encouraging you to make moves that feel courageous, but the key lies in knowing when to trust your instincts and when to pause and analyze. Leos are naturally drawn to taking charge, and June pushes this tendency even further. You may feel a surge of confidence to invest in a new venture, launch a creative project, or push for a raise or promotion. This fiery enthusiasm can be a powerful force, fueling the kind of bold moves that bring lasting success. But the flip side is that impulse can blind you to potential pitfalls. It's important to remember that the same fire that ignites your passion can also lead to reckless decisions if left unchecked. Picture a Leo entrepreneur who, caught up in the excitement of a promising opportunity, commits significant resources without fully researching the risks. Initially, everything seems to go well, momentum builds, and optimism runs high. But cracks start to appear when unexpected expenses surface, or the market shifts. The initial thrill fades, replaced by stress and regret. This scenario is common among driven Leos who let enthusiasm outpace caution. The real wisdom here lies in balance. Trusting your gut is crucial, but it must be coupled with due diligence. Taking a step back to consult trusted advisors, reviewing the finer details, and pacing your investments can make the difference between a leap forward and a stumble. Financial discipline isn't about playing it safe, it's about playing smart. When it comes to health and vitality, the energetic charge of June for Leos can be both a blessing and a challenge. Your natural fire fuels stamina and drive, pushing you to accomplish a lot in a short time. Yet this same intensity can lead to burnout if you don't consciously manage your energy. Many Leos pride themselves on their endurance and often push past signs of fatigue, thinking rest is for the weak. But June's cosmic lesson reminds you that even the brightest flames need oxygen and care. Imagine a Leo athlete or fitness enthusiast who ramps up their training regimen in June, fueled by the surge of Mars energy. Initially, progress is rapid, and results come quickly. But without proper recovery and nutrition, injuries and exhaustion creep in, threatening to sideline their goals. This story mirrors what many Leos face, a need to honor the body's limits while still pursuing passion. Practical self-care strategies are essential. Scheduling regular breaks, prioritizing sleep, and incorporating calming activities like gentle yoga or meditation can help sustain your fire. Listening to your body's signals isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom and self-respect. By nurturing your physical health, you're investing in the foundation that supports every other area of your life. Spiritually, June's pressures offer a rare chance for deep growth. The intense energies challenge you to confront old patterns, especially those tied to pride and control. Embracing vulnerability becomes a path to true power. This is the month to practice radical self-compassion, to forgive yourself for past missteps, and to open your heart to transformation. The spiritual journey of a Leo in June might feel like walking through fire, but it's through the flames that gold is purified. When you let go of the need to always appear strong or invincible, you create space for authentic connection with yourself and others. This vulnerability, though it may feel risky, actually enhances your magnetic presence. Daily rituals that foster spiritual awareness can be transformative. Whether it's journaling about your emotional experiences, spending time in nature, or practicing mindfulness, these acts ground you and expand your perspective. Leo's fiery nature thrives when balanced by moments of stillness and reflection. Mars and Venus continue to play significant roles in your June story. each bringing distinct influences that shape your passion and relationships. Mars stokes your drive and assertiveness, encouraging you to take bold steps forward, while Venus brings warmth, beauty, and the desire for harmony. Understanding how these energies interact helps you navigate love and ambition with grace. There may be moments when Mars' intensity feels overwhelming, pushing you toward confrontation or rash decisions. Venus, on the other hand, softens the edges, inviting patience and compassion. Learning to listen to these planetary whispers allows you to balance fire and flow, taking decisive action when needed, and stepping back to nurture connections when necessary. Navigating relationships this month requires emotional agility. Your natural Leo passion means you want to give your all. But it also means you can get easily hurt or frustrated when things don't go as planned. It helps to remember that love is as much about listening and adapting as it is about expressing. Making space for your partner's feelings and viewpoints, even when you strongly believe in your own, deepens trust and resilience. You might find that small acts of kindness and appreciation go a long way this June. Expressing gratitude, sharing honest compliments, or simply spending quality time together can smooth over tensions before they escalate. These gestures don't diminish your strength, they showcase it in a different, equally powerful way. On the flip side, watch out for the shadow people, those toxic influences that can drain your energy and cloud your judgment. As a Leo, you have an innate ability to attract attention and admiration. But not everyone in your circle may have your best interests at heart. June's energy can amplify this dynamic, making it easier to fall into the trap of surrounding yourself with yes people or energy vampires who feed off your fire without giving back. Be discerning about who you spend time with and who you listen to. Protect your boundaries fiercely but kindly. This might mean distancing yourself from negativity or limiting interactions with those who consistently bring drama or doubt. Your circle should be a source of strength and inspiration, not distraction or depletion. This process of cleansing your environment is not just about others, it's about creating inner clarity. Toxic relationships can cloud your self-perception and fuel ego-driven reactions. When you remove these influences, you create space to hear your own intuition more clearly and make choices aligned with your highest good. Lunar phases in June also add a profound layer to your journey. The new moon invites fresh starts, planting seeds of intention that can blossom over the coming weeks. The full moon, by contrast, illuminates what needs to be released: old fears, habits, or situations that no longer serve you. These natural rhythms offer a cosmic roadmap for your emotional and spiritual growth. During the new moon, take time to set clear intentions for what you want to cultivate, whether it's confidence, creativity, or healthier relationships. Writing these intentions down and revisiting them daily keeps your focus sharp and aligned with your desires. When the full moon arrives, reflect on what feels heavy or limiting. Allow yourself to let go with gratitude, trusting that space is being made for new growth. These lunar cycles remind you that your journey is not linear. It's a series of ebbs and flows, rises and falls, much like the rise like a king or fall like a fool theme you're navigating this month. Embracing this rhythm brings peace and acceptance, even when things feel uncertain. Finally, practical tips to navigate June's intense energy are your secret weapon. Balance is key, balancing your fiery nature with moments of calm, your ambition with humility, your boldness with patience. Cultivating this balance takes daily effort but yields profound rewards. Start your mornings with grounding rituals like deep breathing or gentle stretching to set a calm tone for the day. When emotions flare, practice pausing, count to 10, step outside, or jot down your feelings before reacting. These small actions create space for wiser decisions and prevent unnecessary conflict. Remember, asking for help or support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Surround yourself with trusted friends, mentors, or coaches who encourage your growth and hold you accountable. Their perspectives can help you stay centered and avoid the ego traps that June's energy can create. This month asks you to be both the lion and the leader, strong yet compassionate. bold yet wise. It's a powerful invitation to step fully into your authentic self and claim your throne with grace. Stay with me as we explore more about the specific lunar events ahead and how you can harness these energies to transform challenges into opportunities. The journey of rising like a king is ongoing, and the next steps could be your most rewarding yet. June moves forward with a rhythm that's impossible for July Leos to ignore. The universe is not just whispering, it's speaking loudly, inviting you to examine not only the energy around you but also the shadow aspects lurking just beneath the surface. Every Leo knows that their strength and light often attract admiration, but they also can draw in energy that doesn't serve their growth. This month, being mindful about the people and influences you allow into your life becomes essential. Those shadow people, as many astrologers call them, are the ones who feed off your energy without giving anything meaningful back. Sometimes they mask themselves as friends, colleagues, or even mentors, but their true effect is draining. For a Leo, whose nature is radiant and magnetic, these toxic influences can quietly erode your confidence and cloud your decision-making. It's a subtle but powerful sabotage that can leave you feeling exhausted or off your game without fully realizing why. Learning to spot these shadows requires self-awareness and boundaries. Notice how you feel after spending time with someone. Do you feel uplifted or depleted? Pay attention to whether conversations leave you energized or anxious. Setting clear limits on how much time and emotional investment you give to certain relationships is not just self-care, it's essential leadership of your own life. Imagine a Leo artist who realized their circle included people who constantly criticized their work or doubted their vision. For years, this negative feedback chipped away at their confidence until they finally took the brave step to distance themselves and focus on supportive, inspiring connections. The change was profound. Not only did their creativity flourish, but their whole sense of self-worth deepened. This kind of cleansing can feel difficult at first, especially because Leos love loyalty and tend to hold on to relationships. But it's crucial for your growth this June. Parallel to these social dynamics, the lunar phases in June offer a powerful emotional and spiritual framework to harness your journey. The new moon marks the beginning of fresh cycles, offering you a chance to plant new intentions that align with your highest good. When you engage with the new moon consciously, you tap into a deep well of creative energy that supports your goals and personal growth. Whether it's journaling, meditation, or simply setting a clear intention, this phase invites you to focus on what you want to grow in your life. Then comes the full moon, a time of illumination and release. Full moons often bring things to light, whether that's hidden feelings, truths in relationships, or personal blocks. For Leos, this is the perfect moment to let go of old stories or emotional baggage that no longer serve your path. Think of it like shedding an old skin to reveal fresh, radiant growth beneath. The energy around the full moon can feel intense, so use this time for deep reflection and gentle rituals like releasing affirmations or forgiveness practices. The ebb and flow of these lunar phases remind you that growth isn't a straight line but a cyclical process. There will be times of planting and nurturing, and times of clearing and rest. Embracing this natural rhythm helps you move through June's challenges with grace instead of resistance. As you navigate this month, the practical tools you use to maintain balance will make all the difference. You are encouraged to cultivate daily practices that ground you, whether that's morning mindfulness, evening gratitude journaling, or movement that reconnects you with your body. These rituals aren't just about stress relief, they are your anchors amid June's dynamic energy. Remember, being a Leo isn't just about blazing trails with fire and passion, it's also about leading with wisdom and heart. This balance of strength and softness is what makes your energy truly magnetic and sustainable. When you learn to pause, reflect, and act with intention, you embody the archetype of the wise king or queen, someone who commands respect not by force but by presence. And here's a secret: asking for support is one of the strongest moves you can make. Whether it's leaning on friends, seeking mentorship, or working with a coach, surrounding yourself with people who understand and encourage your growth is essential. Even the most powerful leaders need allies and mirrors to keep them grounded and inspired. June's cosmic tests are not meant to trip you up, they are invitations to deepen your self-awareness and leadership skills. The true power of this month lies in your ability to choose. Will you rise with mindful courage or fall to unchecked impulses? The choice is yours. And with every conscious step, you step closer to the version of yourself that shines brightest. Before we close, remember this: the stars guide but don't determine. Your free will and daily habits shape how you navigate these energies. By tuning into your inner wisdom and honoring the cosmic rhythms, you're not just reacting to the universe, you're co-creating your path. If this journey through June's energies for July Leos has sparked something inside you, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Zen Mind Peaceful Life for more astrology insights fused with mindful living. Share this video with anyone you know who might benefit from a little cosmic clarity this month. And I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments. How are you rising, or what challenges are you facing this June? Thank you for spending this time here with me. Stay radiant, stay grounded, and remember, you have the power to rise like the king or queen you were born to be. Until next time, keep shining your light with peace and purpose.